Hello everyone, welcome to the picturesque outside circumstances of Dean Court, which is just behind me over there, as you can see. Norwich, I'm going to keep this relatively short because it's a Sunday and deadlines are a bit tight on a Sunday, but Norwich have lost 1-0. It was a goal of real quality from Danjuma, but scored in a situation where Norwich kind of got sloppy in possession beforehand, and the spaces that they afforded Danjuma was nothing like Bournemouth afforded Norwich all game, which is obviously a major issue from that perspective. Predominantly the second half involved Bournemouth sitting deep and kind of allowing Norwich to come on and asking the question of Norwich whether they were capable of breaking them down and creating good enough quality chances to score. And Norwich played, even in the first half, they had some really nice patterns of play. You could see the purpose with which they were trying to, use their possession, but the actual quality in their final third was a major issue all game, and actually almost identity as well in terms of what they're trying to do. It may be that it's not gelling, it's different personnel, so it's maybe proving a little bit awkward in how they're trying to make it happen for them. But the crossing situations are awkward angles that didn't really tie into what they've been trying to provide for Teemu Pukki before. So sure, cross the ball, why not? But it's still the same striker options really up top until obviously Hugill and Adam Ida joined us later on. But and actually Jordan did win a couple of headers, but they couldn't really do a lot with the crosses he was being given. So it's just whether that is disjointed or whether it's an issue with how they're going about it now, and they're sort of struggling to work out the same patterns. There were some good performances on the pitch, but Norwich didn't play badly. It was more sort of structural issues really, and mentality issues. And I say mentality issues because Norwich have obviously not won a huge amount of games, even though some of the personnel is different. We also have the situation with Buendia and Todd Cantwell not featuring today. I know there's a lot of questions about it. I asked Daniel Farke about it today, and just after the game, and he gave a pretty lengthy answer in response to it. And I think the situation is pretty straightforward breakdown really, that both players are distracted and a bit all over the place, and I think they really want to be back playing in the Premier League, if I'm brutally honest. So it's going to be a lot about how they handle that, because at the moment, where are they going? Norwich haven't had serious offers for either of them. Maybe some of this is about trying to make Norwich reduce their asking price so more clubs become involved in it, but maybe clubs will see what's going on and think, let's go for it. So there's obviously a lot of time to still play out in terms of the transfer window too. But in terms of a situation, it's really horrible to have to deal with. I have to say, it seemed entirely likely that this sort of thing might happen because just of the situation with Norwich trying to keep hold of players, wanting top dollar, but then who comes in? And when you throw in the fact that we've got fairly unprecedented financial situation as well, both for Norwich and other clubs, it's really hard one to work out. And I know Daniel Farke will be delighted when the window closes, which will happen after the Derby game basically. Norwich play against Derby, and then in the international break both the international and domestic windows will have closed by the time Norwich head to Rotherham. So that's where we are with it all. I didn't really see the improvement that I've been wanting to see. Daniel Farke has been having 4 weeks to work on them, and Xavi Cantillo is still not pushing on. As for an attacking fullback, he still has a very deep starting position a lot of the time. Przemysław Płacheta seems to like making his teammates runs for them, which is a shame because they then don't have the space to run into themselves. So there's things like that really. And there were definite positive signs. Marco Stiepermann wasn't included today, which I think he will be at some point, but it was just more of a question, I think, of having come back from injury and Daniel Farke going with Mario Vrancic, who came on early. We're still not really seeing the subs made early enough necessarily. And Bournemouth were tight and decent enough. But I mean, I don't see them as runaway favourites personally at the moment. We'll have to see how everything pans out. Anyway, it's a Sunday afternoon. I've got lots to get on with, and I don't even know when this is going to go live, but bear with. And I will see you anon. In the meantime, check out the stuff on The Athletic, of course. Have a look at all that, and there'll be plenty of stuff over on wherever you're watching this, on that various channel over the course of the week as well. Live Q&As on Facebook and YouTube too. In the meantime, I will leave you to whatever remains of your weekend or Monday whenever you're watching this, and catch you all soon. Take care.